Ant in China. Hey, Dutch and James, I wrestled a bit
Who?
on the indies. Anthony, I suspect.
In China?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There you go. I wrestled a bit on the indies in the early 2000s, and whereas sometimes wrestlers could get a bit stinky, one thing that was always a noseful was the ring canvas itself. I highly suspect the indie groups I wrestled for in Canada never ever washed or cleaned the canvases, leading to years, maybe decades of sweaty wrestlers leaving their scent upon them. Was it similar in Puerto Rico in the territory days for bigger territories and promotions? And how about huge companies like the WWF/WWE? I can't imagine they didn't at least wash the bloodstains out from time to time. Thanks, guys.
Actually, the WWF and WWE, it was a new ring canvas every TV. It was brand new every time. Even in their house shows, they may have taken that same mat from TV to the house shows. But after 1 week, it was discarded. I don't know what they did with all these discarded ring mats. I don't know what other use people would have for them, but that's what they did. Now, some of these independents, and let me tell you about a mat. If you ever get skin up in a ring and some of these mats, you're taking a real chance because you can get an infection from the mats. They never clean them. They don't upgrade. They don't do anything but pack it away. So it's got a lot of germs and probably a lot of diseases in that mat. Guys didn't used to think that, but when you get into ring and you see it's dirty, you're taking a chance by going down on it. So if they don't have a clean mat, I mean, it's at your own expense if you want to get on it and wallow around in it. I didn't much notice it when I started, but later on I said, damn, it's like somebody had bled in the ring and it was still there. And it was like dirty, and it's you can catch several diseases from that. And if you have a cut, and it gets in that cut, you're in bad trouble.
Did you ever get staph infection?
Never got one, but I have seen guys that have gotten them. And when somebody gets staph, you can't let them wrestle. You have to stop them then because it's highly infectious, highly contagious. And if you got one guy with staph, your whole crew will have it. So unless you just want to shut down for a couple of weeks, let the guy continue to wrestle.
Did you ever get ringworm or anything like that?
No. What is ringworm?
It's like a bacteria that my brother got it because he goes to Brazilian jiu-jitsu a lot, and he ended up catching ringworm, which is essentially just like a round circle.
Yeah.
Skin infection that ended up on his arm, and he was banned for 2 weeks because
a ringworm, is that an actually little worm?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's just a name, a ring.
Yeah.
It's a round like. Okay. No, I never got that. I actually missed all these things.
We've done really well. The amount of rings and stuff you wrestled in over the years, you've never got staph. What's the worst staph infection you ever saw? Because I was reading not too long ago, The Undertaker describing a staph infection that he had in his arm in Puerto Rico in '96 when WWF were doing a brief tour of the island. Mm-hmm. You were probably on the card since you were managing Bradshaw.
No, I didn't go to Puerto Rico.
No, not with WWF.
Nope, didn't go.
What's the worst staph infection you remember seeing on someone else?
Oh, I remember hearing it from a guy, but of course he was banned from coming to the show. And I didn't see him for like 2 weeks, but I never saw the actual infection. I just knew he had it. So, but nobody else got it.